Join me today as we take this Gwen Stacy and make her the perfect version. Let's get into it. Looking at this figure, and I do have an upgrade for it. If you already have it, you can get this upgrade now, so stay tuned. But I've never had this figure before, so we're gonna go through it, see what's in the box, and then take a look at how we make this thing so much better. Starting with the front of the box. Oh, and I gotta thank my friend over on Instagram. So thank you to Ariel for sending this thing over, because now I actually have one in my possession. And this is also not only to enjoy the figure itself and use this upgrade, but because of this thing is coming out on 5K Toys right here, this one you can pre-order now, which is gonna help us complete that universe. So front of the box, you get standard SH Figuarts setup where you get a nice shot of the figure through there, and then this for the light to come through so you can see it. So for inbox collectors, look, there's no shadows. Back of the box, you got some figure shots, and thank you all for being here, because you don't have to be here, but you are. So I appreciate you, each and every one of you. Thank you for being here, because you could have gone anywhere else. Always open these things from the right side of the box. Oh, just kidding, but usually they have some instructions sheet. So the sheet for this one, is there instructions? Yes, there's instructions, but it's not. Anyway, sometimes they're just printed. With this one, you get a stand, which is great. And honestly kind of rare with SH Figuarts to include a stand, if ever. I mean, besides this. So clearly not. Anyway. So let's take a look at these instruction sheets. So it gives you a rundown of the stuff that's in there. So you get a support tool, and that's because sometimes emotionally we forget that we're adults and we're playing with toys, and you need the emotional support. So that's nice to have. Then you get all of these hands, which is cool. One thing you notice there is there's no punchy fists, which is wild because, you know, spider people punch. And then you get all of these swappable bits here. Now, the one thing I don't quite understand is the swappable tool. So what does that do? Ah, I see. Remove it with support tool. So that is for the back peg, so you can use the stand. Love that. That's actually really cool. Last time I saw the support tools for Deadpool's eyes. And then in here, it tells you how the webs work. And we've seen webs like this before if you have some of the other spider people, like the Tobey Maguire movie version. Now, for the Spider-Verse, Across the Spiderverse specifically, this is the only one I have. Don't have Miles yet. The future me will figure that out later. It's been like 2 weeks since I've recorded the video because I had a bunch banked and had to do the GalaxyCon thing. Anyway, you're not here for that. Let's talk about what's in the box here. So you get this stand, which is on brand for her, the coloring and everything, so it looks really nice. And then with these pegs, they do come out. You could just take the stand and then push through that direction, and then that way you can get your stand in there. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, I think most people will probably just put it in this top one here, but it does have that peg at the bottom. So there you go, you got the stand in there. You can use the claw by default, or remove that peg on the back of her body and then plug it in that way, which you'll see. B-roll footage is, you know, that's what that's for. Man, am I tired? Jeez. Get out of here, stand. So let's look at, there's not a lot of accessories. I mean, there's a decent amount, and it's also, why did I put it way over here to the side? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Now, we've got this neck joint because, yes, she has an unmasked head, which is probably the way I feel like most people would set this up, right? Most people are gonna go with the unmasked version, but you tell me, do you go masked or unmasked? So with that neck joint, you also get the mask down version, or actually the hood, I guess, huh? It's kind of all in one. So you get the hood down. It's looking nice. The details are certainly there. I like the texture a lot. This is that support tool, so we'll be able to pop that piece off of her back. You get this short web, which is kind of an in-action, or just a short range, or whatever you want to do. They're thin, but they're not bendy, which I kind of wish they were. They're not. Anyway, so a short, a medium, and then this long one. It doesn't have a loop around the wrist because it's designed to be more of like a just handheld, so like she's mid-swing or something, but that's kind of nice to have, right? And to hold that one we just looked at is this. So you got this gripping hand for the left and the right, which is, look, it's fine. It's super tiny. What else do you want, okay? Get off my back. I don't know. Am I aggressive today? And then you get this one, which is because she loves everybody across the universe. That's what it is. It's all about just spreading love, which is really cool. And then you get this hand, which is a nice, just whatever you want it to be hand. Web, like a wall crawling hand, a stance hand, or relaxed, whatever you need it to be. How about that? That's cool. This hand, which looks like it would hold a mask, like the Tobey Maguire hand, but she doesn't have a mask to hold, so that doesn't work. Alternate mask that's in the box there. You got some angry eyes, so no eyes to swap around like a Deadpool, which probably wouldn't really work with this figure anyway. but the pink outline seems pretty weak. Although with my human eyes, it's fine. So let's move on. Alternate head in the box, the unmasked one, which looks really nice. There's a little bit of a scuff mark there on the cheek, but you know, bound to happen. And again, one of those things that if you look at it super close in the camera, it's gonna look worse than it actually is. There's something interesting going on here with the way the hair is. It makes me think of some of those figures where like the faceplates are swappable. Like why does this happen? What's going on here? I don't understand this. Why isn't this just all one sculpt unless they were gonna do something like have her hair like she's the upside down pose, which I saw recently. Are they doing a re-release of this at SDCC? They had a version where her hair's like in the ponytail hanging upside down. I don't know why this is the case. It doesn't need to be this way, but I'm probably gonna put the hood on, have her head in there, and then be like, oh, that's why. So I just figured it out. Was the instruction sheet, did it tell you to do that? No, it doesn't, but you can do that. Dumb me. All right, so it looks pretty good. I like the paint, I like the eyes, and then of course she's still got that piercing there in the thing. Let's move on, okay? Because I feel like I'm just lingering here. Looking at the default head that's on there, so just standard eyes, which looks pretty good. I like the hood. The paint overall, the paint seems a little weak, like there's some kind of rough edges and stuff. And this isn't the knockoff. This is an official one, isn't it? There's no official logo in here. Texture on the suit, honestly, like really helps it, especially with the human eye. Like, of course, in the camera, you see these details big time, but with the human eye, this texture is like working really well for me. As far as the joints and articulation, of course, it's a Figuarts and a Spider-Man figure, so the articulation's gonna be top of the line, folks, so just forget it. If you had any concerns, you can dab with your figures, so I think, you know, is that still cool? Was it ever cool? I don't think it was ever really cool. Were you a dabber? And I think this is why you can remove the back of the hairs to do this. They didn't show you that anywhere in the box or anything, but I did it. I did it with my brain. Why wouldn't they advertise it like that? Is it not supposed to do this? Anyway, yes, articulation, awesome. Does it look like the movie? Yes, totally. But we're missing something. I told you that. Let's upgrade this thing like I told you we would. So to do the upgrade on this thing that I teased at the very beginning of the video, you gotta go to Bestlee's website and purchase one of these custom sculpts that I'm gonna show you right now. Boom, look at this. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is perfectly from the animation. It looks so good. The gloss on the eyes. I mean, this is like a, I don't know, this is like a hyper detailed version. Obviously you got all of the kind of soft line work going on. The paint work is really stellar. This is such a phenomenal job on the paint. And then obviously the sculpt is really good, but the paint is next level. Look at those eyes. How close can I get it? Really, really spectacular work here. Loving this thing already. And then that's like extreme close, so it looks even better with your human eyes. Now, it comes with some tacky stuff. This one is designed specifically for the SH Figuarts, or I think Mayfex, or was it Marvel Legends? I don't know, doesn't matter. I ordered it because I got this figure, so let's see if it works right out of the box, or if you have to use tacky stuff, which I'm thinking already, looking at it with my eyes, that you have to use the tacky stuff. And why do I know that? Because look, there's nothing there. So that's unfortunate. I like it without the neck though. Jesus. It would be nice to have that extra, you know, depth, because that's a problem. Anyway, yeah, tacky stuff is required. They have to like just really stuff it in there. Look, is this head sculpt good? Yeah, it's stunning. It's substantially better than the one that's in the box, which is good. I mean, they did a nice job, but the paint work and the sculpting is incredible. Now, the problem being that there's no neck. So I guess, I mean, there's consideration of where the hair's dropping and stuff, which is nice. My feedback would be just make an insert for the neck hole or something, because it definitely needs that. And then obviously there are some color differences between that neck and this head, which is hidden pretty well. This is definitely what I would leave on it. And it's also a choice to have the eyes to the right a little bit. So all that to say, is it the perfect upgrade? I guess not. I guess it's not perfect, but it looks fantastic. And to have a Spider-Gwen like that, and you get your Miles next to it, it's gonna be great. Isn't it? Isn't it gonna be great? I don't know. I don't know how to do videos anymore. It's been too long. Anyway, this is gonna be it for this video. God. hopefully my video, I know how to do videos after this because it's, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, if you like this video, do you want to see some more spider people things or some SH Figuarts, just click, what did I put that there? I don't know. And then the bottom one is probably, that's what YouTube suggested. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.